for the past 2 years, my events have revolved around predictions and world events. And while I can imagine that for many of you it was interesting, it was fun, and even useful, depending on your circumstances, to follow those timelines, I can imagine that it's a little bit like watching the news, just that all these events haven't happened yet. And what it seemed was that for many people, just reporting events by itself was not enough for you to be able to relate these world events to your own lives. And in fact, lots of you got in touch with me. You wrote emails to me, you wrote messages, some of you left YouTube comments on my videos. And it became clear to me and my team that for many people, you couldn't visualize, you couldn't describe what life was going to be like for yourself in the air era. For example, we had people who said that although your work and your daily life activities moved online, you were very aware that a lot of these activities were still driven by an Earth era motivation. And also things like people saying, May, I really resonate with what you say about being part of a community and to do jobs that are more meaningful. But at the same time, you find yourself applying for jobs that are unfulfilling just for another paycheck. And there were also people who were excitedly exploring air era platforms like Web 3.0, like the blockchain, only to be very confused when most of what you see is still driven by the Earth era profit-driven motivation. And it became clear to us that people needed to see more examples, more references that you could emulate. So we decided to do something that is quite different from our usual prediction webinars. And after all, I just completed a prediction webinar in November, just a few weeks ago. So I don't think you're quite in the mood for another one of those things yet. So what we thought that would make a bigger difference to you is to cover how an ordinary, regular person like us can transit successfully into the air era. We also want to find more interesting ways for people to share their opinions and to connect and to participate in this conversation. So I will be doing a live stream on the 8th of January, and I will be covering how the air era will change some fundamental things about our lives, such as our jobs, our skills, our homes, and also our value relationship with money and with assets. We'll also be including some opinion polls so that you can see how everyone else feels about things. There will also be a Q&A segment where I will answer a few questions live. So this live stream will be broadcast on the 8th of January at 10 a.m. On YouTube and on Facebook. And I would like to have 2022 be the year for you to set an air era direction for yourself. So you can register via the links provided, and I'll see you at the live stream.